Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with random reviews from the Overflow room. And we're still working on Janáček. Oh, so much great Janáček. We covered most of the Superphone recordings of the operas, and now we're doing the Mackerras Deccas, because I have extras of all of these things. I have them all upstairs, I have them all downstairs, I have them individually, I have them in the box, because you just never knew what was going to last, and especially with a composer like Janáček, who is not like Puccini, what they're going to keep in print and how long it's going to last, I didn't know. So I just decided to play it safe, and I got extra recordings of everything. The original reason I had extra recordings of most of these pieces was because the Overflow room, such as it was in Connecticut, and I was living in New York. And I was going back and forth, and on the weekends, particularly when my father became ill with cancer, I had to spend my weekends in Connecticut, and I would be writing reviews. This was before this channel and YouTube stuff happened, but I had to cover all of this stuff, and it just drove me crazy to have to carry stuff back and forth. So being lazy, and, doing whatever I possibly could to make my life easier with whatever disposable income I had, I got duplicates of a lot of things. And so I still have duplicates of a lot of things, but they're all now in one place, but upstairs and downstairs. But, that's how that happened for some of these things. For others, it's just overflow. But for some of these things, I made sure that I had extras because I just thought that they were so wonderful and so important, and I listened to them so frequently, and I needed to be able to make comparisons as new recordings came out, and I didn't want to have to worry about where I was. So that was my solution. And so we now have all the Mackerras Deccas, and we're going to take them one at a time. We start with the last one, From the House of the Dead. These recordings were made in conjunction with Mackerras preparing critical editions of most of these operas, which were invaluable and which have led really to Janáček being performable now everywhere in the world. And that's really, really, really important. I have most of those scores, and they are wonderful to look at. I mean, they're just so strange. Janáček was really, really crazy. I mean, the plots are unbelievable. It's all wonderful. So what do we got? We have From the House of the Dead, a fabulous opera, which we talked about in the last video, based on Dostoevsky, with a fabulous cast. Let's see who's got Goryanchikov, Dalibor Jedlička. It's a classic Czech cast. Jiří Zahradníček, Ivo Židek, Václav Zitek, Dalibor Jedlička, Anton Schwartz. His name is Schwartz. There we go. And the boy, Alyeya, is Yaroslava Janska with the Vienna Phil. Glorious performance. This is early digital, but good sounding early digital. And you get as a coupling Youth, Mladi, the wind sextet, and the nursery rhymes, which are really weird. Zhukadla is just the weirdest thing you've ever heard in your life. It has an ocarina in it. And that's with the London Sinfonietta and chorus under David Atherton. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful stuff. Then, this was the first one I got, and it blew me away. The Makropulos Case, Makropulos, with Elizabeth Soderstrom. Look at this fabulous picture of her. It's wonderful. On the cover, as Emilia Marti, Peter Dvorsky, Vladimir Krejcik, Anna Tsakova, Václav Zitek, and Zdeněk Švela, and Dalibor Jedlička, and Benu Blachut as Hoxendorf. He was amazing. That old Czech tenor, Benu Blachut. Anyway, the great story based on the play by Karl Čapek about a 330-year-old opera singer who's looking for the formula of the magic potion that will keep her alive for another 300 years. Then she decides life just isn't worth it, and she dies, or something like that. We're not quite sure what happens at the end of the opera, but she crumples up. I think of the directions in the score. Fantastic. And it's coupled with a not fabulous Lachian dances under Francois Heubrecht with the London Phil. A little soggy, but it's okay. But it's Vienna Phil, it's Charles Mackerras, and the overture, just the very opening of the overture. Ba-choom, pow, 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 the timpani, chugga, 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 chugga. Oh, my God. Amazing. Just incredible stuff. Then Káťa Kabanová, also with Elizabeth Soderstrom, Peter Dvorsky, and Nadezhda Kniplova. Oh, she was wonderful. She's the Kabanicha, or whatever, Kabanicha. Yeah, she's horrible. A character, not singer. With the Vienna Phil and Mackerras, and we have this fabulous picture of Elizabeth Soderstrom doing her impression of Michael Jackson, which is really kind of strange. First time I saw that, someone looked at it and said to me, "Oh, it's Michael Jackson." I said, "Oh, yeah, it kind of is, isn't it?" Great, great performance. One of Soderstrom's outstanding assumptions. And this fabulous critical edition of the Cunning Little Vixen with the Cunning Little Vixen suite that was arranged by Václav Talich and very thoroughly reorchestrated to not sound like Janáček at all. Fantastic cast of lots of people. Lucia Pop is the Vixen in this particular performance, which is great. And, Bennu Blachut pops up again, and Richard Novak is the gamekeeper. And, some of the same people who are in the Superfund recording, actually. But, wow, I love this opera. It's so wonderful. It's based on a comic strip. All the characters are animals. It's about the endless renewal of life. I mean, it's just so moving and strange, like most of Janáček's operas. Incredible. Incredible. And last but not least, The Barter Bride. Yeah, first we've got, of course, Soderstrom as Jenůfa, Víclav Ochman as László, as László. There we go. Yes, as László. He's a wonderful tenor. He's a Polish tenor. And he sang in the live recording that I talked about on BIS that was done here at Carnegie Hall with Gabriela Benachkova. And let's see, who else have we got in here? Oh, just Eva Rondova. Yeah, she's the Kostelnička, and she's a very good one. And Dalibor Jedlička's in here, and Václav Štítek, and all the Czech people. We all know them like old friends by now, don't we? So we've got that, and the overture Jealousy is appended here with its horrible trumpet crack at the climax that they didn't correct. I don't know why not. And you get two versions of the ending. You get the one that Janáček actually wrote, and then the rescored version, which is, interesting to hear. But it's a powerful, fabulous performance. Mackerras re-recorded it, remember, in English. Another very, very fine performance on Chandos. But, this is the Czech one, and it's the original baby, and it's fantastic. This opera's done very well internationally. The Met was doing it just a couple of years ago, and I saw like 20 performances of it. It wipes me out as an opera. I mean, I'm just a sobbing mess by the time it's over. And the second act, I made a separate video of it, the three most harrowing minutes in all of opera, where the Kostelnička resolves to take Jenůfa's baby and kill it, and she working herself up to it and screaming and carrying on in a fit of psychotic hysteria. Oh my God, that's what opera's all about. It really is. It's just stunning. So there you have it, the Mackerras Decca Janáček series, one of the great series in all of opera, one of the most important and one of the most meaningful. These works are so intense and passionate and humane and thrilling and unlike anything anybody else did. There's nothing like them in the world of music. And so I'm just telling you, if you don't like opera, if you don't want to hear opera in Czech, if you don't know who any of these people are, I don't care. It's your loss. Just listen to this stuff. Sit down with the words and listen. It will change your life. Guarantee it. So keep on listening, friends. Thanks for joining me. Take care.